Hello again, grade 8. So this is just the second part of our discussion. The topic is still about triangle inequalities. And nung first video natin, napagdaanan na natin ang different theorems. The first one is triangle inequality theorem. The second is inequalities in a single triangle, which has two subtopics. The first one is side angle inequality theorem, angle side inequality theorem, and for our continuation is finding the range of the third side. Okay, so this is just a continuation, which is also the part 2 of our video. Okay? Finding the range of the third side. So, bago ko i-discuss to, overview muna, no, kung bakit kailangan nating mahanap yung range ng third side. So, sa isang triangle, alam natin na meron siyang tatlong sides, no? Pwede ako magbigay sa inyo ng dalawa, or kahit sino naman, no? Pwedeng magbigay sa inyo ng dalawang side. Example, binigyan kayo ng sides na 10 at saka 20 ang measure ng dalawang side. Tapos sasabihin sa inyo, ano-ano ang pwedeng maging measure ng third side, no? Kasi pwede siyang maikli lang. Pwedeng sabihin natin, sa 10 and 20, pwedeng 5 centimeters or 5 units. Pwede ba siya? Try natin yung 6 units, pwede ba siyang maging third side? Yung 7, pwede ba siyang maging third side? Yung 8, yung 9, yung 10. Ang tanong, ano ang range? Ano ang smallest na pwedeng maging third side? At saka ano yung largest na pwedeng maging third side? Okay? So ito, this is just the definition. The more important thing to do is to apply this in an example. So lagay na natin agad sa example na para mabilis lang din tayo. Sa example natin, if you have two sides of a triangle, 4 and 7, no? So binigyan ka na ng dalawang side, alam nating triangle tayo, and meron tayong, yung isang measure is 4, yung isang measure is 7. Ang question, what is the range for the possible third side of, or yung n natin? Ano ang pwedeng maging third side? Mas madali lang ang ating gagawin, no? So, n, dapat nasa gitna natin yan. Ganito lang natin isusulat, no? This is the notation. N ang nasa gitna. So, n is the value of the third side. So, sa una, sa left side, we subtract the two sides. Since 4 and 7 ang given, 7 minus 4, get the difference, the answer is 3. Let's say inches ang hinahanap natin. So, 3 inches ang pinakamaliit na pwede, or actually, that's the range, no? 3 inches going to what? No? Ano ang pinakamalaki na pwede? So, 7 naman, sa right side, sorry, kulang dito, no? So, sa right side naman, addition tayo. So, 7 plus 4, yung dalawang value pa din ang gagamitin natin. Sa left side, we subtracted. Sa right side, we need to add. No? So, 7 plus 4 is 11. So, 3 inches going to 11, those are the possible values of n, or yung possible values ng third side na hinahanap natin. So, sir, pwede po bang gamitin si 3 as the smallest side? Pwede po bang gamitin si 11 as the greater side or the greatest side? The answer is no. Kasi we use the symbol less than lang. So that means after 3 tsaka before 11 ang kailangan nating gamitin na values. So after 3 is 4, no? So sa 4 na tayo mag-start. So 4 can be a value, 5 can be a value, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 can be the value of the third side. Hindi na pwedeng maging 11 kasi susobra na siya. Again, 3 and 11 are the boundaries. Yun yung parang pader na hindi mo pwedeng lagpasan. So, all that is in between 3 and 11 is possible. So, starting from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8, 9, and 10. Hindi pwedeng lumagpas kay 11, hindi pwedeng bumaba kay 3. Okay? So, that is how you find the range of the third side. So, another example we have here, if you have two sides of a triangle, 8 and 12, so binigyan ka ng triangle ulit, binigay yung dalawang side, 8 and 12, ano-ano kaya ang pwedeng maging value ni third side? Same process ang gagawin natin. You copy the notation, blank, less than n, less than blank. So, paano natin malalaman yung nasa left and nasa right? Sa left, we subtract, no? 12 and 8, that is 4. Sa right, we add 12 plus 8, that is 20. So, starting from 4, going to 20, all that is in between can be the value of the third side. Pwede ba si 4? No. Pwede ba si 20? No. Dapat all that is in between. So, 5, starting from 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. You stop at 19. Hindi pwedeng kasama si 20. No? So again, this is how you find the range of the third side. Okay tayo doon na. Next, inequalities in two triangles. So we have two theorems about this. We call it the hinge theorem, and the second one, we call it the converse of the hinge theorem. So pag sinabing converse, it denotes or parang ang mini-mean niya is kabaligtaran lang naman, converse, no? The hinge theorem, sabi dito, if two sides of one triangle are congruent to two sides of a second triangle, and the included angle of the first triangle has a greater measure than the included angle of the second triangle, then the third side of the first triangle is longer than the third side of the second triangle. Again, this is just the definition. Medyo magulo kapag binasa lang natin. Pero if we apply this into an example, mas maiintindihan natin siya. So, paano gagawin natin? We have two triangles here, no? Triangle ABC and triangle DEF. If the two sides daw of a triangle are congruent, example, AB is congruent to DE. Sir, bakit sabi nyo congruent? Ba't hindi naman parehas ang sukat? Congruent means same sila ng haba, no? Although magkaiba sila ng pagkakapwesto, sabi sa atin, they are congruent daw. So, AB is congruent to DE, parehas sila ng measure, ng haba. And BC is congruent to EF daw. Ang tanong, sinong mas mahaba? Si AC or si DF? The answer will be dependent on or depends on the measure of the angle. If angle B is 80 and angle E is 30, which one is greater? Angle B, which is 80 degrees. Ang opposite na 80 degrees is AC. That means side AC is longer than side DF. Okay? Ulitin natin. The hinge theorem. Ito lang ang sinasabi niya. Meron ka daw dalawang side, meron kang isang angle. Ang dalawang side mo na magka-congruent is si AB tsaka si DE. These two sides are congruent. And BC is congruent to EF. The question is, which one is longer? Is it AC or DF? The answer depends on the value of the angle. Since angle B is 80 and angle E is 30, angle B is greater, no, mas malaki yung 80 degrees. That means side AC is the longer side. Okay, longer si AC than side DF. So anong sabi dito sa ating notation? If side AB is congruent to DE, that's the first angle. The first side. Side BC is congruent to side EF, that's the second side. Nang diniscuss ko naman na kanina. And angle B is greater than angle E. That means, or then, AC is greater than DF. So, pag nakita nyo tong picture na to, tapos tinanong ko sa inyo, anong mas malaki? Si AC or mas mahaba? Si AC or si DF? The answer is AC. Pag tinanong kayo, sige, bakit AC ang sagot nyo? Sabihin nyo sa akin, sir, kasi po, greater ang opposite angle. 80 degrees si B, 30 degrees lang si E. That means, sir, mas mahaba si side AC. No? So, ganun lang naman siya. That's the first inequality in two triangles. The second one is the converse of the hinge theorem. So, basahin lang natin for the purpose of the lesson. Basahin natin sa definition. If two sides of one triangle are congruent to the two sides of a second triangle, and the third side of the first triangle is longer than the third side of the second triangle, then the included angle of the first triangle has a greater measure than the included angle of the second triangle. So, anong ibig sabihin naman natin dito? Meron daw tayong triangle na dalawa. This is triangle ABC and this is triangle DEF. So now, magkaiba ang sukat ni dalawang side. The first one is side AC. Congruent siya kay side DF. Si AB naman is congruent to side DE. Parehas naman din silang congruent, just like the first theorem, which is the hinge theorem, no? AC is congruent to FD. AB is congruent to DE. Ito. Ang magkaiba silang side is si CB kasi 8 ang measure niya and si FE 5 ang measure niya. Ngayon, si CB daw tsaka si FE, dahil magkaiba sila ng sukat, alin kaya sa kanila ang mas malaki ang measure ni angle? Is it angle A or angle D? Okay, the answer will be angle A is the greater angle or the bigger angle. Why? Because the opposite angle also has the greater length. Longer length ang CB kaysa sa FE. Ibig sabihin, si angle A ang may mas malaking value or measure. Okay? Sabi sa atin dito, if two triangles daw with AC congruent to DF, yun din ang sinabi ko kanina, AB congruent to DE, and BC is greater than EF, obviously 8 and 5, 8 ang mas malaki, no? So si CB talaga ang mas malaking side. Then, measure of angle A is greater than measure of angle D. Again, ulitin natin, pag may nakakita kayo ng dalawang triangle, tas tatanungin ko, guys, ano kaya ang mas malaki? Is it angle A or angle D? So, you will answer me, sir, angle A ang greater. Kasi although congruent si two sides ng dalawang triangle na to, the third side is 8, the third side of the other triangle is 5. Mas malaki po, sir, si 8. So, the opposite angle is angle 8. That means angle A is the greater angle. Okay? So, guys, ayun lang naman ang lesson natin for this topic about triangle inequality. So, balikan lang natin for this video. Ano ba ang natutunan natin sa video na to? First one is finding the range of the third side. To find the range, no, you simply subtract and add. You subtract the two sides, 7 minus 4. You add the two sides, 7 plus 4. So, 7 minus 4 is 3. 7 plus 4 is 11. You get all the numbers in between from 3 to 11. Lahat yon pwedeng maging third side. So, pwedeng 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hindi pwede si 3, hindi rin pwede si 11. Same as this example. You subtract, no? 12 minus 8 is 4. 12 plus 8 is 20. So, all the numbers in between 4 and 20 can be the value of the third side. And we have inequalities of two triangles. We have two theorems, the hinge theorem and the converse of the hinge theorem. Kapag hinge theorem, titingnan natin ang dalawang angle. Kung ano ang mas may malaking side, that will be the may mas malaking measure pala na angle, that will be the longer side. So, 80, AC yon, si 30 kay DF yon. So, mas malaki si 80, so AC is the longer side. Kay converse of hinge theorem naman, 5 and 8, titingnan natin ano ang longer side. So, obviously 8 kasi may measure naman to eh. CB is the longest side. So, that means also that angle A is the larger angle. Okay? So, that is all for this lesson. Please be posted on our activities. I will just send it to you guys and then sasagutan natin sila. The beauty or the importance of giving you this video is for you to have a reference on our activity, no? Hindi lang siya binigay sa inyo, binasa nyo, tapos sinagutan natin. Ang maganda dito, you can play it multiple times. So, may nakita kayong tanong, kailangan yung balikan yung lesson, or you go back to this video and watch it again. Baka may sagot na mahanap kayo dito sa video na to. Okay? So, that will be all for this video about triangle inequalities. And see you on my next one. Bye!